Hey, welcome back everybody. Today we are talking about the custom server update. We got some new information and a blog post today officially from Double 11. The 2-year event that's happening for Rust Console Edition and the free skin that comes along with it. And again, we are talking about Rust Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, next generations, and everything in between. And I'm Jade Monkey. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Hopefully I can explain it well enough for you guys. Just I have so many different thoughts going through my head here. So this is good news, even though we don't have what we really want, which is a date, but I think we can fill in the gaps here because there's enough information to kind of see what's going on here. So let me just hit the post real fast, and then we'll go over the rest. Oh, wait, let's do the skin here. It's available from May 19th to the 26th. If you sign in with your account, it should be available. I don't know if it's instant or if it's going to be in the next wipe cycle, but either way, that's how it works. And we had one last year, and it was the Timothy, and this year is the custom. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this down. When community servers, which is the question of the day, and as I said, there's no official date, and this has been looming for, since May 2021, so for 2 years. Yeah, I mean, this was the initial announcement happened at the release of the game, and I get why it kind of stalled out a little bit, and we'll hit all those pieces here. Okay, let's hit the blog post, and hopefully we can dissect this, and hopefully I can make it somewhat understandable, because my ideas are all over the place, right? My thoughts are all over the place. Okay. When community servers, even though we don't have a concrete date yet, we are excited to share community servers will be available within 2023. Oh, that's weird. It's like somebody else was saying that. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's me. We understand how highly requested this feature is, and we want to ensure it becomes accessible to everyone as soon as possible. Our journey to bring community servers to fruition has encountered its fair share of challenges. The primary obstacle was server memory. And that's going to play a key part here, which made server configuration very expensive for our users. However, through relentless optimization efforts, we have successfully addressed this concern and significantly improving memory consumption. Now, it's no small task that they've actually gotten this game to run on core systems, no doubt, because Unity is kind of a hog as far as resources are concerned. So when you have a limited resource pool, Unity is not always good in that environment. So the fact that they've got this game to run on those systems is pretty amazing. So I don't want to downplay that at all. It's definitely a huge achievement because honestly, I was talking to BioLaser about this the other day, and I was like, man, if you have a PC spec'd in 2018 the same way our consoles are spec'd, core systems, and you try to run Rust, it would not run. It would not run at all. So the fact that we can run it now and it's taking updates is pretty amazing. So good job to the dev team for sure. Okay, so here's what's going on. Basically, where it says address this concern significantly improving memory consumption, that was an obstacle, and I think they've passed it from what I can gather, which is good news. And the other big piece, and this is why they're probably not saying a date yet, which is smart in this case, because they really need to see how it's operating. Because remember when they, put the cart before the horse? 2021, May? Yeah, I remember that. And I get it. Things slide around. I'm not like... I can understand how this happened. When they announced electricity and custom servers off the rip, I was like, wow, they're really tearing it apart. And then as 6 months went by, I was like, okay, they ran into something. I get it now because, I mean, electricity is no small thing, both on the client side and the server side. But here's the point. Server side, there's a lot of complexity that comes with electricity. There's a lot of complexity that comes with farming. So farming is coming out on the 25th of May, 2023. So I think not only does the electricity have to be running for a certain amount of time, but so does the farming. And it has to be running in the live environment, and they need to make sure that it's stable enough because you can't be running custom servers if your client and the servers you're currently running are eating it. Because let's be honest, if they need more memory and they sell us at like, I don't know, 5 gigs of RAM or something, right? And then all of a sudden they need 6, the price is going to go up. So you would be pretty upset if you were paying $5 and then all of a sudden you had to pay 10. You know what I mean? And those aren't real numbers, but you get what I'm saying. So I think because they need to see that actively in the environment, that's why they're not saying anything yet. But just remember, this is a revenue source for them. There's no reason why they would hold this back. No reason. So I think it's going to come in when it's ready. So I would say we'll probably hear something maybe like a month or so after, farming comes out or whatever. And here's the other thing. We do know that horses are coming for the next content piece, and I think this is why they kind of left it out in the open. I think they're going to swap those two. So what I mean is, yeah, I told you I was all over the place. So we have horses as like a potential update. And then we have like custom servers as like a feature, so we'll just call it an update, right? So I think based off of the performance and fixes they may have to make, I think they're going to interchange those two. So I think if custom servers run well enough after the farming comes out, I think they're going to go custom servers immediately, right? As soon as they're ready. And then they'll do horses a little bit after that, right? But if they're like, hey, it's good, but like we need to make some tweaks real fast, then I think horses will come about a month after farming, and then I think we'll see the custom servers down the road. Because the way they talk about this, both horses and the custom servers, they're both going to be this year. I think it's just a matter of like, hey, do we need to make tweaks on the servers? If so, let's interchange those two. Does that make sense? See what I mean? I've done this take like 50 times, and I'm just like, man, that didn't make sense that last time. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully my jumbled mess makes sense. So yeah, that's a big part of it. Let's go back here. So if you look at the progress they've made up to this point, they've done a lot. And I don't think there's too much more as far as the interface is concerned. As far as like what I can see, they have quite a bit fleshed out. And this has been, what? They announced this in like November. So they've definitely been tweaking it. We've seen a lot of progression, especially during the events. We've been a part of all of those. The most recent event was really cool. The Cultivator event, we had like PvE servers and stuff. It was dope. Okay, so you can see like the admin tools and stuff here. We've got more of the breakdown here. You can actually see like the admin mods, VIPs, and banned. Nice. So, you know, those mouse and keyboard adapter clowns, those script kiddies, get them out of here. You can ban them off your own server. Here's the more important thing, right? I know a lot of people are looking for these. Look at the underlines here. Bi-weekly. We're going to be running a bi-weekly for sure, and an event server. Bi-weeklies are the best aim assist servers, so if you want to turn that on, you can. How about this one right here? Let me turn that off real fast. PvP scheduled. How dope is that? So you can be like, hey, you can only raid on the weekends? That's fresh. I like that, man. PvE servers, you can see down there. And then the last one is trios. So if there's trios, there's got to be duos and solos. And then you have like boosted servers too. That's pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. That's really dope. So this is all the stuff that we want, and I think it's very close. Now, again, I'm on the outside looking in. There's probably some more pieces there that we're not accounting for, but I mean, we did just recently see this creep out onto our PTB. The community server tab lit up, and that wasn't lit up before, and then it's since been turned off, I believe. And so knowing with all these different pieces here, the notification window that's popped in for about 2 months now off of the main screen, yes, these are for bans, but it's also for admins for servers. So lots of different indicators here to show that it's getting very, very close. I think it's close enough, my opinion. I think they're so close now, I think they're just waiting for that performance. That's my gut. That's what it tells me, right? So I think what we're going to see is, hey, farming has to come out for a little bit. If it's good on the back end for them, there may not be an indicator for us to actually know. But I think if it's good, I think it'll be a little bit, and then we'll see custom servers first. And then I think we'll see this little guy after that. That's my instinct. But hey, if they need to make tweaks, and they may need to, I think we'll see this guy about a month after farming. If historical releases have been an indicator for this, so hopefully that makes a bunch of sense here. Now let's talk, since we kind of have a when there, let's talk about pricing. Still no idea. This is a very old screenshot, 21. I don't know if they're still going to do the tiered system. I kind of have a feeling that they will. Last I heard, we can use money and RC. That may have changed, and these options could very well have changed. I think these are a lot more robust now. But it would be cool if they had like a standard and then like a premium version of it. A lot of people were asking me too, like, hey, what kind of admin tools do we have? I don't know yet. Here's a pretty good indicator, and we did see these during the events. I think a lot of this stuff. So actually, the server I'm in right now is a custom server. So like, these are admin tools here. I'm flying around. I'm no clipping. So you can see that those features are right there. I actually have G mode on. Like, watch, I can drop from the sky if I don't go too fast, and it won't wreck me. So those are all in the game as well. Teleportation, zoning. Zoning's really fresh. We can do a lot of cool stuff with events there. We saw that with the cargo ship. That was stupendous. It ran great for all this stuff here. So I think we're going to have a lot of the stuff that we're looking for. As far as spawning things in like we do here on the PC, I think it's going to look more like the vending machine interface is my gut instinct. I haven't seen it yet. So I don't think it'll be like this, but I think it'll look more like our vending machine if you've ever sold anything in the vending machine. And I think we'll have like branch out options there. But either way, I think it's going to be very usable for us when it does come in. And they did actively say, like Pedro has said, look, once this comes in and the community talks to us and you guys would like to see more features, they're going to work on those things. So I was like, dude, say no more, right? Say no more. So it's very exciting that custom servers are, it looks like they're on the cusp. I think it's going to be very soon is my gut instinct on this one. And either way, even if we have to wait and they have to make those tweaks, that's okay, because we're going to get horses like immediately after that, right? I mean, immediately after that on PTB, and then it cooks there for a while. You know how it works. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. Hopefully you guys are too. I know a lot of people are waiting for this bad boy to come out, and yeah, it's one of those things where we're just like, man, I can taste it, right? I mean, so many people have actually put a pause on the game until custom servers come out. I mean, I know the what is it, the Zen Chrono stuff or whatever that garbage is called, strike packs, have been a real bad problem, and so yeah, this is a way to alleviate that kind of stuff. And you know, the Zergs have been super annoying to the solo players too on like the monthly servers. So we get it, man. We get it. It's a thing. All right, so that's what we have so far for custom servers. I think I've got this guy somewhere. By the way, since the farming's coming out on the 25th of May, if you need to leg up on that, and you will, because it's involved, just know we've got the Rust farm setup guide. I forgot where to put this, and it should be up on the end screen now, and it'll help you get started on your wipe. Whether you want to make a base or stick some of this growing operation inside of your honeycomb, we got you covered. So be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Love ya. Bye.